going on? We back with the Boxing Clinic and more. Y'all know what it is. Your boy CJ Goodfella. One time for the one time. And y'all know we do more than boxing. Today we talking about the NFL, and Atlanta Falcons apparently are worried about Julio Jones having a relationship and working out with Terrell Owens out there in Southern California. They're working out at UCLA. Yesterday, T.O. clocked a 4.4, 40-something years old. That's very, very impressive. And he got inducted into the Hall of Fame. And, at the end of the day, the Falcons worried about the wrong stuff, man, to be honest. At the end of the day, you give Matt Ryan all this money, $100 million contract, like most of it guaranteed, like $90 million or something like that guaranteed. But the dude that made Matt Ryan, and without Julio, Matt Ryan wouldn't be shit. And they paid Devontae Freeman. And all of a sudden, Julio Jones sees Jarvis Landry get paid, Mike Evans get paid, and a couple other receivers surpass him. Odell is going to get paid at some point. Antonio Brown, he trying to get paid again. And you see all these different receivers passing them up by annual salary. And all of a sudden, they want to try to make it seem like it's him. See, what they about to do with Julio is, you know what I'm saying? They going to hope Julio get injured this year because Julio is sitting out. They trying to find a reason to get rid of Julio Jones, in my opinion. When you talking about, you worried about, his relationship with Terrell Owens. Hey, don't worry about what I'm doing off the field. If you paid me, I'd be in Falcons camp balling, you feel me? And for the simple fact, they trying to nitpick. When people get to nitpicking, dog, they looking for a way out. Seriously, man, this situation... When if you worried about me in the public, you mad because I unfollowed all y'all off of social media, and I'm feeling some type of way, and I ain't showing up to camp because you ain't trying to pay me, and you paid everybody else, and I'm the most important factor on that team, to be honest. I'm the reason that team go. Let's keep it real. That usually don't happen from a receiver. At the end of the day, you paying all these people around Matt Ryan. You paid Matt Ryan. But without Julio and without the rest of them dudes, Matt Ryan is garbage. Matt Ryan is being hidden in a plethora of talent in Atlanta. And the one guy that matter, they ain't paying him. So now they trying to nitpick and say, well, he's around T.O. and they trying to play T.O. You know why the league don't like Terrell Owens? Because you done have people come out here and kill people in the league off the field. You done have people knock their girlfriends out. Kickers beat their girlfriend. People knock their girlfriends out in the elevator at the casino. You'd have had some people have opiate and cocaine and crack addictions throughout the league. You'd have had people moving drugs around the league. You'd have had killers around in the league. But at the end of the day, you know why they hate Terrell Owens? Because he not like-minded. And when you say not like-minded, it means that he stands out. He's indifferent. He got his own mind. He don't play or he don't cater to the media. Or he don't cater to a team. He gonna tell you exactly how he feel. He real trill. And them type of people that's hated. People that's keep it 100, that keep it a buck, and they try to be company man, but they can't do it. You know how I know that? Because I'm the same type of person that T.O. is. You got to keep it a buck. And you want somebody to keep it a buck with you. And they already know T.O. and, hanging around with Julio, they feel that he giving him the game. Like, you got to play, you got to know what you worth. But before he started hanging out with, quote-unquote, Terrell Owens or T.O., you know what I'm saying? He was already holding out. He was already unfollowing the Atlanta Falcons off of social media. They trying to find escape route to get rid of Julio, and the fans don't turn on. But if they get rid of Julio Jones, and Calvin really ain't nothing like Julio Jones, and Muhammad Sanu ain't nothing like Julio Jones, they just threw away $100 million on a bum quarterback named Matt Ryan. He ain't gonna survive out there with Julio Jones without another big fish in the pond. He ain't the type of quarterback like Aaron Rodgers that can make a receiver like Tom Brady. He not in that class that can make a Marquise Colston like Drew Brees. He not there. He not an upper echelon quarterback, though. He's a quarterback that's hidden around a lot of good talent. If you put talent around Alex Smith like that, Alex Smith would be in the same bracket as Matt Ryan. So they trying to find a reason to get rid of Julio. For they don't have to pay him because they don't have no money after they gave Matt Ryan that contract. So they had to think about Julio Jones. And what the reason, and you see all these different commentators hating on T.O. Oh, he got to go to the Football Hall of Fame. Y'all done passed him up 3 times. Y'all the dudes that vote. Y'all didn't pass him up because he had off the field issues. Because he had a drug or alcohol addiction, or he didn't represent the National Football League off the field. Y'all did that because he was a real trill dude. He told y'all exactly what was going on and how he feel. You tell me and point me when Terrell Owens lied. They said, oh, and Skip Bayless said, oh, he's a team obliterator. Well, what about when Randy Moss used to quit on that field all the time? That's team obliterator. That's the number one rule in sports. You never quit, especially in football. And Randy Moss quit on teams several occasions. And they mad because Terrell Owens was about that. He told you how he feel. You know, he told y'all about Jason Witten and Jason Garrett and Tony Romo way back when. He defended Romo, you know, but he told you about Jason Garrett. He couldn't coach his way out of a paper bag, and that still holds true today, right? You know? He told y'all about Donovan McNabb. When he told him to shut the F up, and how he was Uncle Tommy and Coonan out there for them people in Philly. And Bernard Hopkins will tell you the same thing about Donovan McNabb. And Terrell Owens, they got mad because he told the story about McNabb throwing up in the huddle in the Super Bowl and how nervous and how he choked, and that's why they lost the Super Bowl. This is a man who ain't never quit. This is a man who played in the Super Bowl on a broken leg, came back with 4-5 weeks on a broken leg and gave it his all in the Super Bowl and performed better than Donovan McNabb, who had a clean bill of health and who choked in that Super Bowl versus the Patriots back in the day. That's why they don't like T.O. They don't want T.O. giving Julio the game. It ain't that because T.O. don't want to go to the Hall of Fame. Not everybody out and outright. Why would you want to be around a whole bunch of fake dudes that want to smile in your face and act like they want you to be there, but they did want you to be there? And what they not telling you is somebody forced them writers to vote T.O. in. They was never going to vote him in. They was going to treat him like he was a PED offender in baseball. Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds. They was going to put him on that same affiliate type of list. Because he ain't never kissed your ass. Meanwhile, you got other receivers in the Hall of Fame that you put before him. The dude that played with the little horseshoe on his head, with the white and blue that played with Peyton Manning. You know, that out here that got bodies, that's been attached to homicide, multiple homicide cases. But you gonna vote him in. Get the hell up out of here. T.O. is not a receiver better than T.O. in my opinion, other than Jerry Rice. That's my opinion. Because people who know the real about Randy Moss, they know Randy Moss used to quit on that field. Once you jam Randy Moss and you get physical with Randy Moss will shut it down. If he couldn't get deep, Randy Moss will shut it down. And people who know football, they know that. They know T.O. could run the full route tree, whatever you wanted. T.O. would do it. T.O. pound for pound, attribute for attribute, was a better football player than Randy Moss. And they know that Terrell Owens is probably giving Julio the game about this shit, man. And they feel that Terrell Owens is going to corrupt Julio's mind not to come back to the Atlanta Falcons or demand a trade. But at the end of the day, Julio, before he linked up with Terrell Owens in the public view, was already thinking about moving on. He was unfollowing people from the Falcons organization. You know, it's before Matt Ryan got his contract. So you got to know how Julio was about to start, was feeling when Matt Ryan got that money. He probably thinking like, man, I made that motherfucker, man. And a lot of receivers around the league probably feel that way. They all the quarterback get all this glory, but it's them out there making them look good. And if you take me away, see what happened. And that's what Julio's saying. Julio's saying, I'm out here getting dinged and banged up every year because I'm a big receiver. And I'm out here stretching out for these inaccurate passes that this clown Matt Ryan throwing. Man, take me off the team and see what he do. And that's one of the reasons why they probably drafted Calvin Ridley. Because they probably getting ready to cut bait with Julio Jones and trade him. Or they feel like Julio might sit the year out. You know what I'm saying? They already know if they get rid of they gotta pay Julio. And they figured out he under contract for 3 years. He can't do shit. And they right. What can he do? And after 3 years, they can franchise tag him twice. So legitimately, he could be with the Falcon organization for another half a decade. And by that time, he gonna be out his prime. And that's why I hate football contracts. They can cut you when they feel like it and just eat the money. Or they can hold on to you. But I'm pretty sure Julio gonna stick to his guns. I would come in that motherfucker unless I had to. And when I came in there, I'm half-assed. And I'm not even going out there to play. I'm going to show y'all, like Emmett showed them, that how them Cowboys needed Emmitt Smith. Matt Ryan, not the Falcons, Matt Ryan need Julio Jones. And once they figure that out, they'll pay the man. You know, if they don't choose to move him first. But don't blame Terrell Owens. Y'all, that front office is trying to insinuate something, but it's the boxing clinic and more. Like I said, I do more. This your boy Goodfellas. We do more than boxing. But don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Y'all check those links in the description if you want to donate. PayPal link in the description. And I just hate the way these individuals think in the National Football League, man. You know, you want to blame Terrell Owens for everything, but y'all know how it is. Y'all know how they do the real trio. 100 guys up in the league, man. They don't like him because he's too real and he passing the game to Julio, they think, but they don't have no idea.